Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on which part of the world you are from. I'm Jyotinanta, your host for today, and we are ready to kickstart your spiritual engine with one more Samyama meditation. Today, I'm absolutely ecstatic to be your host for the fourth Samyama event, the part of the series that's more rejuvenating than a double shot of coffee. So far, we have explored serene areas of bliss. We dived deep into joyful realms of happiness. Then we did karma cleansing. That was a bonus. And then we went to tranquility of silence. And then we had a booster of prosperity. Four Samyama events, and we did a lot, right? Then today, it's again one another very special event. My friends, prepare your hearts for the gentle, healing waves of forgiveness. Yes, that's our fourth event, and it is going to be spectacularly soothing. Once the cleansing is done, you will be a different person. Buckle up for the journey of letting go and lightening up, because who doesn't love to be a good, spiritually cleansed person? Let's get started. Let's get our spirits soaring with forgiveness. Now, please join me in extending a warm, energetic welcome to the heart and soul of Prana Shakti, Sri Pranaji. Namaste, Pranaji. Thank you again for
Adipperum
joining.
Jyoti.
Adipperum Jothi.
Okay. How are you, everybody? All is good? Okay. Uh, thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay. We are meeting in another series, a very interesting series today. We have a lot of things to discuss, explore, and experience today. Okay. So we can start our event today.
Yes, Pranaji, before we start, I was very interested.
Hmm.
Uh, I was and very much excited after seeing a special video. And with your permission, I would like to play that here for the audience.
Obviously, yes.
Okay. Everybody, give me a moment so that I can share the audio with video with you. And that's something special. And we will have to discuss a little bit about that to get a better understanding. So please hold on while I share the video with you.
Okay. This experiment is about, okay, we know a lot of people doing this, okay, either with tumor, okay, or the so-called the German guy Wim Hof method, okay. The idea usually what happened is how long, most of the time people try to hold the cooling freeze. They hold, it's a mental strength. Of course, the ice is sure will have impact. We cannot say the ice no impact. Okay, it's very cooling. Your skin will feel it, and of course, after some time, you will go deep inside your skin and to your muscles, and it will reach a stage where you call hypothermia. When got hypothermia, then it's a big medical problem. What if we take basically all these people use the element of fire, okay, through breathing or through what we call conditioning. Conditioning means you do repetitive 30 seconds, slowly call your conditioning your body and skin to the extreme temperature. Okay, they all do. If you all look at what Wim Hof teaching, they do for 1 year this practice, okay, in order to stay in the ice for 5 minutes. Okay, they have a lot of breathing exercise, the powerful breathing and conditioning and all that. Okay, so for 1 year, that is all what is called standard practice. Now, think about the ability of Samyama. Okay, Samyama, it's about you merge with the element and what the element can do. I actually cannot hold highs for long. 30 seconds is already, well, how do you say it? Burning pain. Okay, 30 seconds only, I will throw the ice. I can't hold more than 30 seconds. But with this practice, I can easily hold for 5 minutes. Okay, so first it start cool. Okay, first stage cool, then it will start pain. Then after that, suddenly the pain start going off. Okay, and then what happened? You feel the cold like normal, but no temperature change. So that means I can feel my hand warmer while holding the ice. So the internal body established to change to the temperature that facing from external.
Feel like spine burning. It's fire. Like fire goes up to the spine. It's like a new feeling starting to the freeze. So непривычное состояние, как бы временно и стресс, и сопротивление этому стрессу, холоду. So, наверное, шанс, вторая попытка будет. Так что сейчас адаптируюсь и второй раз. Сначала как бы конечности начали мерзнуть, но пошло по позвоночнику, вот, и еще не полностью распределилось по всему телу, то есть как бы не успевает за холодом. Я думаю, сейчас вторую попытку, наверное, получше будет.
Wow, Pranaji. So obviously, please explain what we just saw in more detail. That is my first question. And what else is possible? This is a practical application of Samyama. It is making me very curious. Please help in understanding more.
Okay, now that experiment done, anyhow, I need to say thanks to our student from Kazakhstan, okay, who participated in that experiment. He never tested this or ever been attempted to do before. So brave enough to do this. Okay. So we did the activations, and then he did Samyama for 10 minutes to merge with the element of fire. Now, what happened is his body at the beginning, like I told, always the coldness or the freezing coldness kicked in, but our body able to overcome it by producing own heat from the heat element that already existed in our body in a very fast way. Okay, so imagine that Samayama is not only for things like why we did happiness, silence, and all that. It also can be applicable for body, okay, because it's manifesting physically. Okay, if you read Yoga Sutras, you will understand. So that experiment, it's just a beginning. Okay, we will continue till that we can extend to the extreme condition of staying in the snow without shirts and try to endure for an hour or so in a very shorter period. Okay. And also now think about it. That is about coldness. Okay. I'm from Malaysia. It's hot. Or people from Dubai is hot. So obviously, if I go to Russia or other countries, I want to enjoy the coldness, okay? But enduring the heat wave, extreme weather of hot in a certain tropical country, desert country and all that, we need to cool our body. So Samayama also applicable to change our body to able to withstand extreme hot temperature. So it spokes both way, okay? All the while today, people only explore about uh, the endurance and resilience in the cold weather, but not in the hot weather. So we also exploring that, okay? Now, this experiment and also with other things that we did, it give you a huge potentials that applications for everyday issues that we are facing in our life. Okay, it can be used for health related issues. Okay, we can use a Samayama to solve health problem, create a therapy, create a healing process. We can use to explore mental capability, the speed of thinking, speed of solving problem using Samayama. Obviously, it also can be used for any other issue that we can come across. Example, okay, while a lot of people talking about what to do to help farmers, saving soil and all that, we actually given a practical solution, what we call yantra farming. Okay, so we now can create fertilizer without using any chemical fertilizer or even compost fertilizer, manure fertilizer, simply by using energy. We also created a perfect repellent for pesticide or for pest. So we coming up a solution for this planet Earth where we can produce 100% organic without a single fertilizer, chemical fertilizer, for example, or with any pesticide. Okay, so if you can see, the Samayama application is so broad. Okay, we just have to explore it. Okay, here in Prana Shaktis, we didn't talk theoretical. We always talk practical applications. Okay, beyond spiritual, there is always applicable for what human needs. So Samayama can be an alternative for science and technology as a solution provider or holistic solution provider. Okay, so we plan, we actually embark to teach this art, the deepest level of Samyama, so that people can be a solution provider using the technique from our great master Patanjali. Okay, Patanjali does not explore much about this because his time, 2 or 3,000 years ago, these are the things not arise. Environmental change is happening. As we are talking, you might have heard a lot of things that are happening today to the planet Earth. Okay, flooding, whatever. Okay, environment change is happening as we are talking, and how we are human going to prepare to anticipate this. So physically, his body need to be ready for that. So Samyama maybe can give the solution for that, as well as for all other things that are coming. Example, new disease. During our COVID, we use Samyama to find a solutions. Okay, because political reason or what, we didn't really publish as for all, but many of our students know what we did, how we solve COVID without a vaccines. Okay, so and this threat of disease is always there. Okay, so we have to prepare ourselves, and Samayama is one option for that. Okay, Rakesh.
Thank you, Pranaji. I have heard a lot of popular gurus talking about Samyama and its benefit, but this is the first experience that we are having with something really tangible. Thank you for providing us that. Now, moving on to the next part, which is the part where we understand a lot more about it. Could you please explain about what Patanjali is talking about Samyama? We have been talking about that in the previous videos, and we request you to take it forward with a new set of information. But before we go to that, I would like to address a question that is happening in the YouTube video. A few of our participants are joining for the first time, and they have asked whether it is okay even if they have not participated in the previous one. I would like to tell them that it is perfectly okay. You can join from today onwards. Regarding the previous events videos, you can always go and watch, but you will not be able to do the meditation because meditation happens only during the live transmission. But you can understand what is happening, and also you can get the knowledge that is being explained by Pranaji in the previous videos. So Pranaji, with your permission, I would like to uh, request you to take us through the next few steps that Patanjali has explained on Samyama.
Yeah. So up to now, we have gone through up to verses 3.6 in the chapter 3. Now we will continue with the chapter 3.7 to 3.8 to understand what was Patanjali saying on the chapter 3, that is Vibhuti-pada. So we will have a more deeper understanding about Samayama and all. Okay, the chapter 3.7. Okay, here you will see these three, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, are more internal than preceding practices. Okay, so these words clarify, right? If you know that Astanga Yoga of Patanjali, there are always yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. Okay, so that is pretty much he considered as an external practice. Now, the subtle internal practice, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi are considered internal because they involve deeper mental process and are less about physical control and more about mastering the mind. They are seen as the internal limb because their mastery lead direct to the state of samadhi, or ultimate internal realization of yoga. So, all the asana, pranayama, breathing exercise, which is currently is a widely available. We have many yoga teachers, okay, hatha yoga teachers or different style of yoga teachers teaching about the aspect of asanas and then pranayama and all that. That is very good. But what Patanjali is saying, that is the beginning stage. As you go further, deeper, okay, when you are finished learning about asana, pranayama, what is next? Okay, the next is you need to go to dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Here, I found, okay, in my opinion, many of the yoga teachers does not have a clue. They maybe can understand this from the readings, but able to bring their student into a state of samadhi, maybe it's not there. Okay, and maybe I have visions also. One day, maybe I will have special classes for all the yoga teachers so that they can continue on the Ashtanga Yoga to the next level by properly guiding Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, and Samyama. Okay, so that this knowledge can spread even much more deeper to everybody. So basically, verses 3.7 say, right, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi is the next level in the yoga process. Okay, so can we go to the next one? 3.8. Yet these three are external compared to seatless nirbija samadhi. Okay, now when he is now comparing nirbija samadhi or the without the bija, okay, or maybe you're very familiar with this word, nirvakalpa samadhi. Okay, nirvakalpa samadhi means there is no single attribute or impressions. That is ultimate samadhi. Okay, so when he is now comparing dharana, dhyana, samadhi, which the three constitute as a samyama, and much more higher than this is the nirbija samadhi or nirvakalpa samadhi. In the other verses, if nirbija before the nirbija samadhi, we can call savikalpa samadhi. With attribute, without attribute, and the highest is always without attribute. Okay, nirvakalpa samadhi or nirbija samadhi. Now, this is much higher because this is where the full liberations, full self-realization, or even God realization will happen. Okay, so now you see very systematically Patanjali is bringing step by step by step. So now he bringing the focus, dharana, and then we bring the dhyana, and then from dhyana you go to samadhi with the seat. The seat is what we are doing, the samayama with the seat. And then he said, even higher than that, there's no seat. You merge with Brahman, or you merge with the formless, nameless aspect of God, okay, where you become one with the existence, or the one with the divine or God, and you are fully self-realized. So this is why it's so important, this step by step, okay? Now, he simply said that this is ultimate goal of yoga. So you need to reach Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If anything less than Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you are still not a fully self-realized being, okay? Or we can't even call that you're fully enlightened being, okay? You may be enlightened certain aspect, but the full enlightenment only happen in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And then in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, as usually you see, because there's no connections, no attributes, no vasanas or anything, where all the karma, everything is burned, then that states you only can stay for 21 days. After that, you are naturally, the body collapse or the body let go. and then you will reach the God or merging with the Parabrahman. It's a different levels that we are talking about. So in this verse, right, Patanjali explained beyond the three Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, the Samyama part, even higher, okay, is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi or Nirbija Samadhi. Okay, the next one. Can we go to the next one? 3.9. The transformation to the state of spiritual consciousness is brought about by the suppression of all modification of the mind, wherein the rising impression are suppressed by past impression. Nirodha Parinama, where the consciousness transition to spiritual consciousness through control of mind fluctuation. Okay, so what he's trying to explain is that the active impression, those causing the mind to become active or distracted, are suppressed by the impression of a control or restraint. Okay, for example, now when I am in the samadhi process, okay, suddenly one thought arises. Okay, so how you make sure that you also, I'm using a layman term, kill the thoughts. Okay, it's technically we don't do any killing or anything or suppressing the things. It is a way you have to learn through our masters that how to discard the thoughts away so that you still in thoughtless awareness. Okay, you are not sleeping, you are in a pure state of samadhi without any thoughts or impressions created from the mind. Okay, so the mind is totally gone. So basically all our suffering, everything that happening in this world, because the mind is the one creating it. So the aspect of the mind, if it's gone, left only one. You achieve the Advaita status, the oneness, where nothing else, you exist alone. You are with the Parabrahman. You are Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi state is achieved. Okay, and he is explaining how this process will happen when anybody attempt to go to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So he is explaining how to manage to, we can sustain to stay for 31 minutes and beyond without a single thoughts arise in our mind, and we are in a pure awareness. Okay, so this 3 chapter today clearly Patanjali have put it how, okay, how systematically from physical level with the asana we are going into deeper level, internal level with the dharana, dhyana, samadhi, or the combined 3 we call samyama, and then go even beyond that where the full self-realization happen, the pinnacles of spiritual, the ultimate in spirituality. Okay, very few people only achieve that. A lot of people can claim they achieve that, but we can know from their actions whether they achieve or not, because a lot of people can talk about it, like what I'm sharing it from the text. Okay, so a lot of people reading about it, they can talk about it. Talking is one thing, give that experience is another thing. Okay, all right, so that's about today the 3 verses from the chapter 3.
Thank you, Pranaji, for that. Now comes the major part, that is today's Samyama. Today's Samyama is forgiveness. So,
Yes.
Pranaji, before we get into the actual meditation or the Samyama process, could you please tell us why do we need to have forgiveness, or what will happen if we do not forgive? Why is it so important?
Look, let's put this way. A lot of people talk about forgiveness. Some of the famous people will say, yeah, you better forgive, but don't forget. Okay, forgive and don't forget. Okay, because if you forget, then you will make a same mistake again. Whatever it is, okay. Forgiveness is because the idea, the mind, right? Remember we talk about samadhi just not to clean the mind, okay? Everything in this world that happening is created by the mind, okay? So including your health, your suffering, everything is come from your mind, okay? Nothing else, okay? And you maybe say, oh, okay, if it is the mind, I just delete it. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Delete it. The suffering is gone. Okay. If you delete the karma from the mind, karma is gone. Okay. Now, saying it is easy, right? Deleting. Okay. Now, similarly, forgiveness is so important because you are keeping an impressions of an event happen previously. Okay. Because each event is either created an anger in you, or it created bitterness, or it created a lot of unpleasant emotional issues. And that why it will become so unpleasant, okay, maybe to the point of suffering, sadness, and everything, okay. And that why we cannot forget, or we keep it inside, okay. It can be from anybody, okay. And then what happens when you're keeping inside, it's the energy. That energy easily is stored in your heart area, in anahata. Some will stored in solar plexus, okay, or the second chakra, okay, the Swadhisthana chakra. Now, this is all the impressions stored there. When it is stored there, it becomes a block. When you have unresolved, unforgive situation where this negative energy lingering inside your body, it got a lot of problem to you. Disease, one of that. Mental issue, for example, anxiety, depressions, is all coming from this. Now, we need to let it go because it's just not giving you any benefit, keeping it inside of you. Okay, it's just an unwanted luggage. Yes, we agree, and even as happened, someone did something to you, but why we are the one need to suffer for someone that created to you? Let it go, right? So here, the forgiveness is when you enter into the geez, the content of the forgiveness, something marvelous will happen inside of you. Okay, the beautiful things will happen inside of you. Okay, during the process of Samyama and forgiveness, okay, all these thought, I call the luggage, will come out. So during this Samyama process, I like to remind that it can be very dramatic issue, okay, where I advise all of y'all, okay, to let it go, because the moment Samayama happened, the way this thought, negative emotions, anger, sadness, betrayal, whatever, all will come out in the form of tears, crying, or sometimes like catharsis or shouting. So whatever is coming, let it happen. Okay, it's an opportunity for you now today. We do a complete cleansing. Okay, we will help in the Samayama process, but if you are blocked by your ego, especially the male said, oh, crying means not maleness. No, crying is a process. It's a good things. Okay. So if you need to be cried, cry it. Okay. So let the cleansing happen fully, and you will know right after this process finish. A shift, like a paradigm shift in you, changes will happen in you. A lot of changes happen in you. Okay, so just for 20 minutes, be with the process in the Samyama, so that the entering into that for forgiving, it will create a kind of a volcano issue that let it all out. Okay, so please just for 20 minutes. Okay, because it's a very tangible benefit for you in terms of health, mental health, physical health, and your relationship and all that. It have many benefit. Okay, that will start right after today, and then it will continue, you will observe. And most probably we may do again one more time later, okay, throughout this series, so that if there is some more left, we will do the cleansing using this Samyama process. So that is my humble request. So go with it, the flow. Do not hold it. Let it be. If you feel shy, just switch off the light. If you want to cry in the dark, go ahead. Okay? All right? So are we ready for this process?
Yes, Pranaji, thank you so much. I think we are ready. We are eagerly waiting to get started.
Okay.
Please guide us.
Like to remind, this one will be a little bit longer. Okay. It will be like 20 minutes or so, because we want to everything out. Okay. Everything. Okay. Physical or mental abuse, everything will be clean. So do not worry about it. Okay. Just be with the flow. Just go deeper as the Samayama take you. All right. Okay. So again, the same things that we always do to center ourselves before we start this process is to inhale, hold, exhale. Your index finger pointing at your heart. So can we do that? Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Open your eyes, look at my face, focus on my face. Now close your eyes. Forgiveness. 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 Slowly open your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Take a deep breath. Put your hand. Then put it over your body, your face. You can share your experience now. Each experience sharing is very valuable for us. It does also help in improving these lifetime transmissions.
Thank you, Pranaji. Experiences have started coming in our YouTube comments. People are feeling very light and calm, contented. Some were feeling very uneasy, and anger being cleansed. A lot happened on throat area, and somebody felt as if they were in an ocean. So much heat and sweating. Feeling light, energy flowing around the body, peaceful and calm.
Okay. Now the forgiveness process is still going on, even you already open eyes. It will keep going on until everything is being resolved. Okay. So like people say, anger, okay, all that, it is the suppressed emotions, okay, that are unresolved, okay, that is coming out. And then very interesting, some people said in certain part in stomach and throat area, this is where the chakras are, where specific emotions are stored, okay. So if it is in the throat area, this is why sometimes we have thyroid problems, okay. If it is in the heart, it will have your heart become weaker, okay. In some time, this is even cause cancer, okay. This is all very documented effect of keeping this burning charcoal inside of you, okay, which is have no value at all other than it's burning you. So letting go through this process, okay.
So, Pranaji, the sensation of prickling like needles in the heart area, heaviness, feeling waves of energy around, all that is a part of cleansing, I assume. Is that
Yeah,
right?
there are people also, there's a tears automatically flowing, okay. All that is a cleansing process. This is let it be. It will come in a different form according to a person, where it release, okay. It's like a volcano. How big the explosions or that is depend on the individual experience or the trauma or the things they are unresolved kept in their systems. It's all coming out slowly.
Some of them were having images of experiences in their life
Mm.
and impulsive moments in the body, like electric shock.
Yeah.
Burning sensation in Vishuddhi and Anahata.
Mm.
A lot of experiences.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking, what does it mean if nothing happens?
What is the meaning if nothing happened? It will happen, okay?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe you're a very kind
Sensation.
person, forgiving person, so you don't keep it anything, which is good, okay? There are people who will be living at the moment, okay? What happened? It happened. Let it go. I move on in the life. So for them, we may not have anything. But having said, we are human being. We are emotional human being. All this thing is okay. Okay, we are here in this. Now we are clearing. Okay, if it is needed, we maybe repeat again in later sessions, so that we can even go if there's any residue left, the forgiveness that not been done, we can do later. Okay, but looking at this, there was a major impact happening, and okay, that's very interesting. Someone said, felt like asking for forgiveness more than forgiving. Are we doing one on asking for forgiveness? Not really getting. Forgiving is the act of forgiveness. Okay, that's what I can explain. Many people since childhood came in my awareness. Yeah, school times, we have a lot of memories, bad memories. Okay, maybe some bullies. All these people, we need to let them. We already grown up. Why still keeping in our systems? Okay, release it. Okay, so let's keep sharing this experience. Okay, even later part, even when the transmission ends, you still can share it. I would like to announce next week we will do these transmissions from Dubai, because I will be in the Dubai. And then there will be one more transmission maybe happening from Moscow, because I'll be in Moscow. So I will be start traveling to Dubai and Moscow. So we will do the transmissions from there, and I will doing with the students together. Okay, with that, I would like to say thank you for participating. I hope this live transmissions is very helpful to you. We welcome feedbacks. Till we see you again next week with more, with the different Samyama. Till then, good night, good evening, Arut Paramjyoti.
Thank you so much, Pranaji, and thank you everyone for joining Arut Perum Jyoti.
Okay, we're gonna end the transmissions.